there everyone, and welcome back to my next episode on the Welsknight Patreon server. I am Mar, and we are standing here at the base on top of a large oak tree. Why are we standing on top of a large oak tree, and why are we holding shears in our hand? Well, that has to do with today's project, or at least one of today's projects. I need leaves, and probably quite a few of them. And I need them for the iron farm ceiling. So what I need to do is I need to finish shearing all of these leaves down. I don't know how much I'll actually need, but I figure I'll get a bunch of them. And then if I have extras, of course, we can just put them in storage and use them at a later date. I'm sure they'll come in handy at some point. So I made a couple trees and I did that. I also did some dark oak trees, not for the leaves, but for the dark oak wood itself. And I've already got that in place, actually, so we'll take a look at that here in just a moment as soon as I finish shearing the rest of these leaves. Alrighty, that's the rest of that oak tree demolished, and here's some dark oaks that I was working on earlier. I'm just going to leave them there. Now, I have already, you can't see because I've still got the stone floor in here, or stone ceiling, depending on the way you look at it. I've already got, I still got that in there, but on the area above that, where we hollowed it out in the last episode, I have put a layer of dark oak slabs as sort of, almost like a canvas, really. It's just going to be the backdrop for what I want this to actually be. So let's see here. My inventory is completely jammed up, so let's try and clear this up a little bit. Also, here at some undetermined point in the near future, Zap is going to log on. I've been having a weird thing happen with my redstone. If we take a look here, I don't know why this is, but it just stops. It just completely stops running, and it's like, what's going on here? I don't know. We put them back in, and it just dead ends again. And I've noticed that, I don't know if it'll do it with wood or not, but let's see. See, like then it sends the signal. I'm so confused. I don't understand why. And last time I think it was this one here that was not working. You put in a block and it works fine. You swap it back with the repeater and it just comes to a dead stop. I have no idea what's going on. It's not a chunk border. Not that I would think that would be a problem generally, because, you know, a lot of the times your redstone projects cover a lot of territory, but it's not across a redstone border or anything like, or a redstone border, a chunk border or anything like that. I don't understand what's going on. I just don't understand. Anyway, let's come back out here. What was I doing? I was putting rubbish away, so let's put that in there. And poppies technically have their own area over here. I've actually been using a bunch of these poppies for bone meal. Put them in the composter. I've got my little automatic bone meal maker right here. It's pretty slow. It's a nice idea, but I feel like it's a little too slow to really be worthwhile. I don't know. Let's put that away. Now, I've also been doing some working with villagers. I'm about had it. I'm kind of fed up with them, to be honest, at this point, because they're not giving me the trades that I want, and that makes me kind of mad. I have got my villager hall down there. We'll take a look in a moment. I'm pretty sure I've shown it in a previous episode, but it's been a while since we've been down there. And let's see, shears need to go over here. I just keep running back and forth, It's fine. There's my axe for chopping trees, my workbench, a little bit of coal I had. So here is my villager hall down here. I've got, you know, all the different kinds of villagers in here. And I've got some guys that I still haven't gotten them their trades. I need sharpness 5 and efficiency 5. And I've been at this on and off for the last several weeks, maybe even close to a few months. And I just can't get them to give it to me. I think I got one of them once and it was seriously expensive. Nowadays, I don't even know if I really care how much they charge for me. I just want them. Please, people, please give them to me. But we've got our stonemasons, our weaponsmith, 2 armorers, 2 tool makers, cartographer, whole bunch of librarians. These guys on the corner is kind of awkward. They kind of have to share a sign, so cartographer and a silk touch librarian. Got some clerics. These ones here, I actually have only just barely started trading with them, so they're kind of low. Whereas this guy, he's my master. I've got a butcher, a fletcher, a fisherman, a shepherd, and 2 farmers. And then there's more librarians here. I've been spending some time down here trying to get these guys to give me the 2 trades I want, and it's starting to really drag, you know what I mean? And this space, I don't remember if I've shown this to you or not before, but this is where I'd like to put a pumpkin and melon farm. I don't think we'll get to that today, because there's actually something kind of more important that I want to show you and discuss with you. And that'll be in addition to working on the ceiling design up here. So I think let's go and talk about the other thing first, and then come back and work on the ceiling. So we are here at the end island. There is the, you can just barely see it right there, the Ender, and danger blasting zone. It's very true. As you can see, we have been pretty busy over here at the End Island Transformation Project. A lot of digging has gone on, and ultimately we decided that the digging it wasn't fun anymore. It wasn't fun, it was slow. Honestly, the way we're going to do it now is probably just as slow, but it's going to be a whole lot more fun, at least at the end of it. What we have done is we have built sort of lattices of endstone all over the island. And it's a little 3x3, essentially. And in the middle is I believe it's a dispenser. Yes, it's a dispenser. Facing downwards, with a whole bunch of redstone on top of it to carry the signal and whatnot. And essentially, if you haven't figured it out already, we're going to be using a little bit of TNT to get the job done. Yes, and that is going to be fun once we get to that point. However, the problem with this, and I really don't know if you can really tell, like, if it really, like, grasps you just how much TNT there will be. We've made oodles and oodles and oodles of dispensers. I did a lot of them. Evil Shoes did a bunch. Ooh, there's Zap. Actually, hold that thought. I've been waiting for Zap to come on. Oh no, wrong place. Oh no, hi Zap. He's here to help troubleshoot the redstone. So let's get back to the base, and we'll be back to the End Island in just a moment. So here we are, back at the End Island. I just went back to my base, with Zap, and we took a look at the redstone, got equally baffled at it, and then I clipped the little minute or so that I reviewed it earlier of it, and uploaded it on YouTube, and sent him. I uploaded it as an unlisted video, but I sent him the link, and then he created a bug report for Spigot/paper, because that's what that's what the server's running on. If you look in the top left corner there, it's Fabric. That's a paper server sort of thing. I don't understand it. I'm not the server whiz. It's all Greek to me. I just regurgitate words that I hear. So yeah, there's a bug report in for it now. Hopefully we can figure out what's causing it, and if I can remember to, I'll include the link to the bug report in the description below, so that if you guys are on a similar server and you're running into this problem as well, you can keep track of the ticket, and hopefully we can all figure out what's going on. But back to what we were working on before. I was talking about, let's see, we talked about dispensers and redstone. We were talking about TNT, I believe. So basically, it takes approximately, now it depends because the island isn't completely flat, but it takes approximately about 45 or so TNT to go from the surface all the way down to where that water is at Y20. So every single dispenser needs 45 TNT. Now I'm gonna grab my my tablet here, because I ain't doing that math in my head. No, I mean, it's not like I'm not, I'm an accountant or anything. Oh no, but I'm still not doing it in my head. So 45 TNT. And I would say my rough estimate was about 800 dispensers, but I think that was a little on the low, because by the time we ended up putting them actually in, I think it may have been closer to almost 1,000 or thereabouts. I'm not really sure. Of course, in some areas we don't have any dispensers because we already dug it way down. But let's just go with 1,000. It's a nice round number. So 45 TNT for each dispenser. We're gonna have 1,000 dispensers. That's 45,000 TNT. Now each TNT has 5 redstone, so 45,000 times 5. That's 225,000 gunpowder. Now gunpowder can go up to a stack of 64, so we're going to divide by 64. And that gives us 3,000, well, I'm going to round it here because now we're starting to get into fractions or decimals. It gives us about 3,500 stacks of gunpowder. 3,500 stacks. Okay, and then we're going to divide that further because a double chest holds, it has, 6 rows of 9. So we're going to multiply the 3,500 by 6 times 9. And that's going, if my math is correct, of course, at this point we are talking, wait, no, divide by. What did I just do? That was the silly thing. We're going to divide by 6 times 9. And that's going to give us 65 double chests of gunpowder. 65 double chests. It's insane! Insane! That's like, I mean, that's 130 shulkers of gunpowder. Holy moly, that's a lot of gunpowder. Oops, I just looked at an Enderman. Whoopsies. You gonna be mad at me? You gonna come up here and attack? Because I'm right here. Let's do this, you know. So 65. Now, of course, you also need sand. And it's a ratio of 4 to 5 sand to gunpowder to make 1 TNT. Because it's a 9 item recipe. So if we look in here, TNT. You've got your 5 gunpowder and then your 4 sand. It's either sand or red sand. I'm not sure if it's a default that it takes red sand as well, or if that is like a custom recipe that we have. We've got so many custom recipes, I can't really keep track of them all. Regardless, so 65 times 0.8, because 80% out of the 90, or out of the 9 items you need, we need 4 of them to be the sand and 5 of them to be gunpowder. So it takes 4 sand for every 5. That's 80%. So we're looking at 52 double chests of sand. It's gonna be a while. It is gonna be a while. Now we do have, let's see, no, we do have some gunpowder or TNT here. That's definitely good. We've got, it looks like a full shulker box of gunpowder. Got a double chest, a double chest, a double chest, another double chest, another double chest, another double chest, a double chest and some shulkers. Ignore those. More, a little bit, another double chest, and kind of, I guess if you put this into this top chest, that'll be mostly a full one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 double chests of gunpowder, 10, 11, 12. We have 12.5 double chests of gunpowder. So we're about a 1/5 of the way with the gunpowder. Now that doesn't take into account that we already have some TNT here. But even considering that, I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of gunpowder and sand we have to collect. So it's gonna take us a hot second. But boy, oh boy, let me tell you what, when we get all that gunpowder and we get all that sand, it's gonna be quite a show. Probably a slideshow, if I'm being honest. But the plan is that we will fill every single dispenser with 45 TNT and then set it all off more or less at once. Now, of course, the redstone, there is gonna be a little bit of delay, so it won't be all at once. But I'm personally hoping to lag out the server. Don't tell Zap I said that. But it'd be so funny to be at the end of the season and be saying, yeah, and we managed to lag out the server by blowing up the island. Just for the grins, you know? But yeah, so that is definitely going to be exciting when we get there. We just have to get the gunpowder. So we have to AFK for the gunpowder at our farms, and then we have to go do a whole lot of sand gathering. But like I said, once we get there, oh boy. So I'm planning on recording it. Now, like I said, it's probably going to end up being just a slideshow because of, you know, the sheer volume of TNT that's going to be going off is going to be unimaginable. And to make sure that all of the chunks are completely loaded, we will be stationing a few brave volunteers in each of the 4 corners, or 4 quadrants. So someone's going to be over here on a platform. It's probably going to be like up here sort of. Someone's going to be over here in a platform, over here, and over here. And then I'll probably be somewhere up in the middle, probably on a platform of glass, so that I can look down and record the whole thing. Because even if it's a slideshow, I definitely want to record it and try to get at least something to show it to you guys. Because yeah, I mean, I could show you, this is the before shot, of course, and I could show you an after shot, but I want you guys to be there for it. So I'm going to do my best to try and get some video footage of the Big Bang, as it were, and hopefully we'll all have a good laugh about it. But that's going to be a bit far off. I don't know how far off. It all depends on the time and whatnot, getting the TNT to put together. I'm actually surprised we have as much as we do over there, because that is a ridiculous amount of gunpowder that we need. So let's go back to the base. Actually, we need to go this way to get to the portal. Let's go back to the base and take a look at the ceiling, because I think I want to spend the rest of this episode working on that. You know, I gotta say, villagers can be a really beautiful thing sometimes. Okay, sure. Maybe I've got some stubborn ones over there, but these guys are being very cooperative. They're all, I just finished getting them all up to master. Steel Toad, who has helped out a lot with some projects in the past, including just a couple days ago, I was asking if anybody, well actually I don't even think I was asking at first. I was trying to mine up some cobblestone to make dispensers, and I was bemoaning the grind basically, and Steel was like, hey, I've got it. So I came over to his base. I took the grand tour, and I got to make a whole bunch of dispensers. Actually, I got a miniature tour. The grand tour came a little later, but I made a bunch of dispensers. Then I ended up having too many of them, and so I took a bunch back to him. And that's when I got the grand tour. But Steel Toad has a gold farm, and it's not something that we have server-wide yet, so he's making a killing on gold blocks, and I just basically went and bought him out. He was selling them for 16 blocks for 1 diamond, so he had an entire chest full of 16 block things, so, you know, like this, all the way across inside here. So I was like, you know what? Got out my diamonds, and that was it. And now he's got a chest full of diamonds, and I've got lots of gold. I put the rest of it up in storage, but so I've got all these guys up to master now, and the whole reason I did that was to get some glowstone off of them. I better not carry my shiny box around. I'm liable to break something. Let's see if we can't combine that a little more. There we go. Let's put that there. That, you know, we don't need to carry so much gold on us. Let's do this. You know what we should do? What we should do is, well, I mean, I have a whole bunch of apples. Let's see, where did I put those? My yummy box? Yes, I've been using these on the villagers, and now I guess I can just make golden apples out of them like normal. Boop. Now I got a lot of golden apples. I actually don't know if I'll be doing any more villager stuff, so if you are playing on the server, if you're another member of the community, oops, that doesn't go in there, what am I doing? This needs to go in here. If you're another member of the community, and you are needing villagers, I'll probably be getting rid of mine pretty soon. That's the wrong box. Because I have all the villagers I need, I think. I've got the villagers in their slots here, and I have about 8 of them in here. In case I need, in case I find, like let's say I have this Fortune 3 guy, he trades it for 9 emeralds. I can get that to discount even further, of course, if I go and get the Hero of the Village effect. But I can discount that down to probably 1 at that point. I don't know. It goes pretty low. But let's say I find a Fortune 3 guy who sells it for 1 emerald up front, and then I don't even need to go get the Hero of the Village. In which case, this guy would have to go to Villager Heaven, and I'd swap in, you know, a new guy or whatever. So yeah, that's kind of the scoop. That's kind of what I've been doing here with all the villagers. So there, I've got glowstone. That's what I wanted. Now we can go and work on the ceiling. What I kind of want to do, and it's a little hard for me to describe. I hope you understand it. Basically, I want to tear out this floor here, the ceiling, and then I want to dangle a whole bunch of vines and leaves down. I want it to feel kind of earthen, organic maybe. And I want them to dangle at different lengths. And part of the trick will be with the vines, because they're going to want to grow a lot, is that I have to make sure that they don't get in the way of the iron golems that are falling down there. And because my favorite way to get to the villagers is to do this, I need to make sure it isn't going to block my path either. So it's going to be a little tricky, but I definitely want to try it. Now the vines are going to be purely decorative. They're not going to have any function. I won't be able to farm them because if I cut them, they're going to fall down there and, you know, go into the lava and things are going to be bad for them. But I still want to try and see if that design will work, and I wanted to put some glowstone behind so that it's nicely illuminated. So what I need to do is I need to get back up there, and I'm just risky enough to try this. Nope, 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 nope. It didn't work. Nope, 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 nope. Come on. We can do it. Ouch. Okay, fine. I want to do it. I want to do it. I can't eat. Come on. Where is that little hole? Oh, what did I step on? Oh, I hit a lantern. I'm too lazy to go outside, so I'd rather smack my face all over the ceiling. That's me for you. Come on, get me a lift off. Oh, come on. Alright, that'll do. Just get me up. Nope, hold still. Nope. Oh, come on. Ah, fine. I guess I have no choice. Fine, I will go outside the normal way. Go outside and climb the mountain and go in the back way. If I have to. Alright, so we are here on top of the ceiling above the iron farm, and I've got leaves and I've got glowstone, and now we just need to put it in. So let's see, what is the dimensions of this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a center point. And we can do another one here. And here. And then what is the center point? Right there. And let's see. I mean, I could center it underneath that, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, it's even. Ugh, I don't like even. I guess I'll just go ahead and... What if I... There's that, and then... No, maybe do that? I don't know. It's probably close enough. And then to do the same thing over here. This, and then this, I think? No. No, no, no. This needs to go over one more. So what is that? 3, 4, 3, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's good enough, I guess. So now, that's not actually where I want to put them. I'm just trying to, like, form a grid pattern here. So we're going to take that out, put this up. We're going to take that out, put it up. And this one, and put it up. Oops, that's not right. And then we're going to just basically put this in the ceiling all the way across. Alright, so now we've got the glowstone in. Now, pretty much all I'm going to do is I'm going to give it at least 2 layers of the leaves so that we have a nice, decent backdrop. And I want to especially put them heavier around the glowstone. And we just need to do this across the entire ceiling up here. Okay, so this is the part where it gets a little tricky because you can't crouch in this narrow area, so in order to knock out the stone, I kind of have to do it as I go. And then we will have the even trickier part of finishing off the design while floating over the iron farm. So that sounds like a lot of not fun, basically. Well, that took way more leaf blocks than I thought it would. I'm down to 2 stacks. That is just 2 layers of leaf blocks. I can't believe it took that many. I mean, I know it was going to take a bit. I was not really expecting it to take that much, and I already love the effect of the leaves waving. I don't know why they would, because we're underground. There should be no drafts in here. But we just won't. We'll just ignore the science of it and just appreciate how cool it looks. Now I do still want to give it a little bit of, like, variation depth sort of thing, like I said, with more leaves, but I think I'm going to need a little bit of them. I don't think we're going to have enough right here, and it also occurs to me, do I have any vines? It just realized that maybe I don't. Let's see here. Greenery, gardening, no, greenery. A stack and a half. That should do it. Like I said, I don't need a bunch of them. I just need to scatter them in a few places, and that should be enough. So let me check the time. I think I'm probably out of time, honestly. Let me quickly finish this off camera, and then I'll be right back, and we can finish up the episode. Well, I think that looks much better. The only thing I wish is that we had, like, significantly different colored different colored leaves, like blue or, you know, pink or something like that. You know, like a cherry blossom tree or lilac or something like that, you know, other than something that has flowers in it, basically. But I think this looks pretty good. I did put some vines in there. Obviously they haven't grown yet. I did my best to not block the iron golems, their path, and also to hopefully not block my path from over there down to the villagers. And I also made sure that like, some of these leaf blocks, I have like 1 low, then 2 low, and then 3 low, and I made sure to keep them pretty high up over the iron golems so that they could still spawn in and not bump their heads or anything like that. So we should be okay. I guess it'll just remain to be seen whether the vines give us any problems. But for now, it seems to be working just fine. So I'm going to call this a success. I definitely like it's more or less what I was hoping for, and I definitely like how it turned out. I hope you've enjoyed this episode, all the craziness with the redstone, the progress with the villagers, the excitement of what's going to happen at the End Island when everything goes boom, and of course the new ceiling that we have in here. In the next episode, we're probably just going to keep on working with more base improvement and then status updates with the end, and all that stuff. We still need to go back and decorate the starter house. That's still on the list of things to do, so don't worry about that. But yeah, until I guess that's pretty much all of it for this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you keep on coming back for more. And until next time, I hope you have a fantastic time, and I will see you later. Bye!